2 minutes of your time, you're going to get your first job on LinkedIn. I am not capping. If you skip any part of this video, you will not get your first job on LinkedIn. I'm gonna go through my LinkedIn app. So if you don't have LinkedIn app, go and download LinkedIn app for this particular process. Alright, so this is my LinkedIn account and I have over 3,000 followers. Now, first of all, before you can be able to get a job on LinkedIn, you should make sure that you take note of your profile picture, starting with my cover picture. Tell us what you are offering. Tell us what your services are on LinkedIn. What do people gain connecting with you? What do they stand to gain? For my own, I wrote down here, does your writing sucks? Does your writing sucks major balls? Is it a supreme disappointment or a cliche mess? Then worry no more. I got you covered. I will help you make your author's dream come true, increase your profits, and make you stand out. I turn ideas into writing, into impact through writing. Send me a mail at victorbolums24 at gmail.com. Now the next thing you should make sure you're not joking with is your profile picture. I'm going to come to that. Your profile picture, make sure it is not a selfie picture. Make sure it's a professional headshot or a professional studio picture that shows your face, because before any client is going to work with you, you have to be able to show your face, and they should be able to trust you from your profile picture. The next thing, which is very important, because if you don't put all those things correctly, you will not get your first job on LinkedIn. Now, the next thing, which is very important, is your bio. What do you do? I wrote down here, I'm a medical student turned writing weeks. I help upcoming authors improve their writing skills, and my clients reach their goals and increase their profits. Send a DM for business. Start your ink to wealth journey. Then you always make sure that you have a link. You utilize this part of your bio to put your link. My customized link here is learn, write, earn, and work with me. Now make sure all these things are in place. Do not forget. Also, you want to make sure that your about section, you go to your about section, make sure you fill it up. For my own, I wrote down, my name is Victor Daniels, aka Wordsmith Prolific Writer. I simply craft compelling copies and fascinating stories that keep readers glued to their seats. I'm ready to help you skyrocket your brand's voice, vision, and goals with just my pen. I cherish and love my clients and look forward to their success. Allow me give you that sweetness that your brand is lacking. Together you and I can achieve this. It will only take a sec to send me a DM so we could get started. I promise to take both you and your organization to its level of apogee. Contact me through my email. Now you mustn't copy my own. You just have to give us a summary of who you are, what you do, and what services you can render. Did you get? You mustn't do writing, you mustn't do anything at all you know how to do. People, if this video editing, people are willing to pay you right here on LinkedIn to edit their videos. Companies are willing to pay you. There are huge amounts of companies here. In my script writing community on Telegram, I've actually told them how to set up an optimized, compelling LinkedIn profile. I don't want to make this video too long, so if you want to opt in for my script writing training slash LinkedIn and job hunting, then you have to sign up for my script writing training. Do you get? That's why I went in details. All right, without further ado, let's now go over to the next thing, which is very important, your featured posts. Your featured posts are these posts here that people are going to check out before they contact you. Before any client is going to reach out to you, they will always come to check out your featured posts. These are your most engaged posts. Maybe you have a book you have written, you want to show credibility, you can put it here as your featured post. You can see one of these my post I put here. I say this site will pay you to write stories for them, and the interesting here is this post got a lot of engagement, so it was part of my featured post. Don't joke with your featured post. If you have worked with any clients in the past, you can put it as your featured post. put the testimonials you have gotten from that client as your featured post. If you got a certificate, maybe you learned copywriting and you got a certificate, always put it as your featured post, because your clients will trust you more. You build up what I call know, like, and trust when you have something on your featured post. Now, the mostly posts that do very well on LinkedIn is a professional app. You don't come there to play like TikTok. In fact, LinkedIn is really so professional. When you want to start out on LinkedIn, focus on your impressions, not just your follower count. Focus. This is why I said you should focus on your impressions. If I'm going to go over to my impressions now, this one is just past 7 days. I've not been consistent on, and your profile views. Let me look at my content performance. We are coming to how to get jobs. I'm just trying to set the pace, okay? Now let me look at the past 365 days. Let's see my impressions. I've gotten 25,903 impressions. What does impressions mean? Impressions are the amount of people, are the number of eyes that sees your content on LinkedIn, which means over 1 year now. I started LinkedIn, not really 1 year. I started November, I think. Was it November last year? Yeah, last year November. I started my LinkedIn profile, my LinkedIn journey, and over 25,903 eyes have seen my content. Do you get? Now you can see 5,204 unique views. These are my top performing posts. Now let me go through my top performing posts and show you the kind of posts that do well on LinkedIn. Because all these posts will build your momentum, build your credibility, and make you stand out. Remember, this is a professional app. You don't want to treat it like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or even YouTube. Is a professional app. There are a lot of CEOs here. There are a lot of companies here that are willing to pay you thousands of dollars just to make sure that you know what you're doing. All right, so I'm going to go to my first Vara post. You can see it's a very short post. I just said, God is in this story, from a broke medical student to a highly sought after ghostwriter. My urgent 1,100 US dollars came in time. April was good. Let's go harder by the end of May. Congratulations, ghostwriting all the way. You can see, and the engagement was massive. Another thing you should do when you want to post on LinkedIn, don't just post on LinkedIn and go. Post on LinkedIn, like your post, be the first to like your post, and use your comment section to your favor. You can see the first comment. I continued to explain what ghostwriting is. I also continued, ghostwriting changed my life, in the next comments, the upper one again. So this will make people, because when people come to a post and they see other comments, they will be also inspired to drop their own comments. But when they come to a post, many people don't like being the first to comment on someone's post. They want to come and see other comments. So that will ginger them. So make sure that you take your time. Give us other things about your posts in the comments. Play with emojis. Use some. I'm not saying you should. You know all these stickers now that people put. Let's say you cashed out, you can just put a sticker of you tearing chicken and be like, oh, ghostwriting changed my life, or maybe all these BB stickers. This will build relatability and likeness for those people coming to your page, or those eyes that just saw your page or saw your profile for the first time, your post for the first time. When they go to the comment, they'll be like, wow, this person is a nice person, a jovial person, let me connect with the person. And they will connect with you. Before you know it, your connection will start increasing. Do you get? And your followers will start increasing. Another hack you should pay attention to is, make sure that you're connecting with 10 persons every week. 10 persons in your niche. You're connecting with at least 10 persons in your niche that are doing the same thing you're doing. Do you get? By so doing, you're building your network. Alright, now I'm going to go over to another very post that do well on LinkedIn. Do you see this kind of posts? Posts that shows emotions do very well on LinkedIn. Let's say you got a scholarship, you graduated with first class, you maybe, let's say you got a new house, or you got monetized on YouTube. These kind of posts that make people type congratulations do very well on LinkedIn. You'll be surprised at how many impressions you can pull out from those posts. So when, let's say, a client gives you a shout out, please post it on LinkedIn. You got your first $1,000, you made your first 1 million, post it on LinkedIn. This kind of post inspires the LinkedIn users, and you will get massive engagement. Now you can see this post I made recently. it gave me over 21 likes. Getting 21 likes on LinkedIn is a big deal. Let me just tell you, it's a very big deal. For 21 professional persons to like your posts is a very big deal. Do you get? Now, and I got 19 comments and 15 reposts. People were actually reposting this comment. Do you get? Now, look at this comment. Look at this post. I said, from a broke, depressed medical student who drops his account number on big accounts on Twitter to a highly sought after ghostwriter. Now, storytelling actually works very well on LinkedIn. I began to narrate how I started. These kind of things make people trust you the more and want to do business with you, because everybody has a backstory to tell. You do not just get start making money. You have to tell us what happened, your before and after story. Do you get? So I continued that both in the comments. Do you get? And make sure when you want to do all this kind of posts, you can see what I did. From a broke depressed medical student who drops his account number on big account on Twitter too. Then I space my work. So when I want to post this thing, when I want to post this particular stuff, I will end up leaving a line space. Why am I leaving this line space? So that people can see more. Like when I post it, if you want to view the remaining one, because I started with a hook, an emotional hook, you want to view the rest of the things. Do you get? Then you'll be asking yourself, to what? From a broke Nigerian student to what? What did he now? What is he trying to say? So you'll be forced to read more and continue reading. So I'm just trying to lay the foundation for you, because if I don't lay it like this, you will not still get success in this business model. Another thing you should not joke with, another thing you should not joke with is your profile views. I've talked about that. Let me show you something else. Okay, I've talked about your featured posts. Then another thing you should not go joke with is your experiences. You can see all the platforms I have worked with. I put out the stuffs here. If you have worked with any platform, if you've gotten contracts in other platforms, make sure you put it out here. These are what your clients will come and see. Don't just say you have not gotten your first job on LinkedIn. Do you have anything your clients will check out on your profile? All these things are my emails. When I got a contract, I put them here so that pocket FM, so that I've also worked as a script editor, proofreader, interactive stories. I've written scripts for this and other skills too. Make sure you ensure that you stock it and with enough skills that you have done. Make sure these are skills you have done to show your credibility. I also put my education, and my license and certificate. If you have any certificate, you can put. I've also been endorsed by some persons. Do you get? Then here is the honors and award I have gotten. Fictional ghostwriting award. When you're starting out, you mustn't get all these awards. Do you get? But you have to just make sure that your profile is well optimized. If you need a detailed video, then you have to join my community. Now moving on to why you click this video, how to now get those jobs on LinkedIn. You're doing everything right and you want to get your first job on LinkedIn. Now I'm going to show you what to do. You can see this part. They said home, my network, posts, notifications and jobs. Click on those jobs. LinkedIn will not offer you jobs if your profile is not optimized. That's why I told you optimize your profile first. So they'll recommend job that fits your profile. You can see this one says this is what it says, and it says top job picks for you: web content writer, copywriter, ghostwriter, United States. 47 new jobs for me. So I have to now look at it and see the one I want to go for. This actively recruiting shows you that they are actually taking people immediately, so you can apply. And the mistakes that people make when you're applying for jobs on LinkedIn is using one cover letter and CV over and over again. I gave my students this hack, and they are making a lot of money because they changed something. You cannot use the same CV you're going to use to apply for a ghostwriter and use it to apply for a copywriting job. Make sure your CV is tailored to a particular skill that you want to offer. Don't be confused. If it's a script writing job you're opting for, you want to work for, There are so many jobs here. Just take a look. There are always jobs on LinkedIn. But the thing is that you can submit different CVs. You can use your intelligent CV maker app to do your CV. You can submit different CV for different jobs, guys. For different jobs, do you get? But make sure it is tailored to the job that you're clicking to submit. You cannot tell me that you want to submit a job of, okay, let's say script writer, for example, and you're giving us a ghostwriting CV. You have lost the job already, or you're giving us a ghostwriting cover letter. I am not going to go into how to write a cover letter or how to do your CV in this video. If you need it, you opt in for my script writing slash LinkedIn and job hunting training on Telegram. Do you get? Alright, so there are so many things. You can see this one actively recruiting, because my profile talks about writing. That is why LinkedIn is recommending writing jobs for me. Are you a graphic designer? Are you a songwriter? Are you a video editor? Are you a social media manager? People can work with you from this particular LinkedIn app if you show yourself professional, if you position yourself very well, if you stand out very well. Make sure you make use of everything I've said in this video. You have to position yourself very well, and there will be always jobs for you in this job tab. Don't copy me. If you're not a ghostwriter yet, don't come to LinkedIn and say you're a ghostwriter, because you only wipe yourself in the leg. By the time a client reach out to you and you don't know what you're doing, or maybe when you applied for a job and you don't know how to deliver, what your CV should contain, you need to know all those things, how to draft a good cover letter that will give you, that will make you stand out, because many people are also applying the way you're applying for these jobs on LinkedIn. And if you don't stand out, if your CV is confused just as you will not get a job from LinkedIn. Do you get me? So that is that. That was all for this video. If you got value, kindly rush and follow me on LinkedIn, because you don't want to miss out. Do you get? Follow me on LinkedIn and let's make some money. Alright, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you need a king. If at this point you're watching my videos, you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't let me catch you, because you need a king from me. Alright, see you in my